Welcome and hello there, and welcome back to the shed. So I'm going to finish off my FA Cup fourth round review with Tottenham going through 4-1 against Wycombe Wanderers. After going behind, they came back and won. Gareth Bale getting a couple of goals there. No real surprise in Spurs going through, but that's the FA Cup done. Till the next round. We're now going to start looking more towards what else is happening in the Premier League. So yesterday, Frank Lampard, the Chelsea manager, was sacked. It looks like they've already chosen who they want to replace him. You got to look at Frank. Was he really doing a bad job? And were they right to fire him? Well, at the end of the day, we don't own Chelsea. The fans don't own Chelsea. They're the people who care for Chelsea, though. But do they really have any say? No, they never have. Abramovich, the chairman or the owner, sorry, will do as and what he chooses, as and when he decides to do it. You look at the managers down the time who he's had, and they've won the league, and he still fired them. So we shouldn't really be surprised to see the end of Frank Lampard. When you look at how successful Chelsea have been with the boom and bust way of running the club, you can't really say that it's failed when you compare them to, let's say, Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool. They've always tried to have a little bit of, consistency with that manager. Look at someone like Alex Ferguson or Arsene Wenger. They were there for a very long time. They were sort of enrooted into the team. The advantage, I guess, with the way Chelsea go about business is the owner will sort of do as and what he chooses. He'll bring in who he wants to manage or to coach the team. He'll have his own vision on who he wants to sign, which was quite obvious this summer, really. These were the players, Frank, you're going to get. Like it or not, deal with it. And to be fair, some of the new signings haven't really worked out. Chilwell's been a good player, but Havertz and Werner, yeah, they still need time. But it's not easy to come to a different country with a different style of football and try and play the way that the new club want you to. So, credit to Frank. I thought personally he was doing a good job, bringing through the youngsters, which is a way I think Abramovich would like to go, but he does want and expect immediate success, which clearly Frank wasn't really giving him. But when you look at other teams, let's take Manchester United now, who are now currently top of the Premier League. A couple of months ago, the fans were starting to call for Ollie's head. They didn't feel he had a plan, and now they're top of the league. So maybe if Roman had given him a little bit longer, then perhaps Frank could have turned it around and certainly made it into the Champions League positions, possibly winning the league. Because let's be fair, this is probably the best league title running we've had for many years. People can say, oh, but what about Manchester City and Liverpool, Andy? That was great. Was it though? Was it really that exciting? I will start by saying the football quality from both Liverpool and Manchester City a couple of years ago was off the scale good. For standard of football, it was the best Premier League season for those two teams. Definitely, 100%. Not going to doubt that. But personally, my favourite two seasons in Premier League history were the 97-98 season when Arsenal won the double and the 98-99 season when United won the triple. And there's a reason for that. I'm not just randomly saying that. It's because both teams were brilliant. You can't deny that. Arsenal were fabulous with the Vieira and Petit. Who the hell were they? This new man who we'd never heard of came in to manage them, and in his first season won the double, played a brand of football which was incredibly good to watch after the George Graham years and then the Bruce Rioch year. But don't forget, Bruce Rioch did bring us Dennis Bergkamp. He was special, wasn't he? And then, you had United with the hard man as their captain, Roy Keane, Paul Scholes, who for me is and always will be the finest English central midfielder, probably of all time, certainly the most gifted. And then you have Ryan Giggs and David Beckham, which completed that four in midfield. And you had also the likes of Nicky Butt, who could come off the bench for them. They had a world-class midfield, four outstanding strikers, and a stable, brilliant defence, and a top-class goalkeeper. Some will say he's the greatest keeper in Premier League history. It's hard to argue against that. Personally, I prefer Van der Sar, but Schmeichel was special. I still remember him having a brawling, screaming match with Gary Pallister because Gary Pallister did something he didn't like. But anyway, that's a completely different story. I've gone completely off script. Yeah, like there's a script. Anyway, so should Frank been fired? Shouldn't he have been fired? Well, like I say, it's got nothing to do with us. We're just the outsiders. It's down to the manager. People will say, yeah, but he's not getting results. Yeah, but they're not playing too badly, are they? They're not exactly getting relegated. They're not where Sheffield United are, let's be fair. This season hasn't seen a lot of managers in and out the team. You look at Sheffield United, for me, they're doing the right thing. They're going to go down. They're 100%. They are going to go down. If they don't go down, I would be surprised. But it looks like the plan is we're going to get relegated. We accept that now. But we're going to stick with our manager, like Burnley did. They went down and they came back up, and he's still there, and they're still going well. Whether you like Sean Dykes' football or not, Burnley are still in the Premier League for now. But yeah, so it's got nothing to do with us really, has it? It's just a ramble here, really, just saying my personal opinion. I prefer the more Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal approach of let's have a manager, let's give them the time, and let's see what they produce, rather than we've lost 3 games, right, you're out the door now. It even happened to Jose, and let's be fair, Chelsea, whether you like Jose or not, I'm not his biggest fan, but I do accept that he knows how to get teams to win Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues and FA Cups and League Cups, which is kind of why they've gone and got him there at Spurs, and they're going quite well at the moment, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, so let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Please like and subscribe, and it's good to see you. Thanks.